Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Luke Touma podcast. We're back. We're here. I'm here with Chase Azarian.
Once again.
Everybody, we're back. Yeah, man. Thank you guys who are listening. If you're new to the podcast, please subscribe on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you get your podcast needs, YouTube, wherever it is. And, if you're listening on YouTube, give us a like. If you have the time, give us a little review on Apple Podcasts. It takes 5 seconds. You just press the little 5-star button, which would help us a lot. And you also just leave a little review if you can. Say something nice about the podcast. Some of you have been leaving reviews. I'm trying to pull it up right now, and it's not working. So we usually do that. I don't know if it's my phone or the fucking podcast app, but hopefully you're able to listen to the podcast. Somebody else left a nice review. Whoever you are, I'll read it next week when my phone's not fucked. But I appreciate you leaving the review. I'm back in Orlando. I was in Boston this weekend. We did shows. They all sold out.
Congratulations.
Thank you, dude. Thank you to everybody who came out to the shows. They were fucking great. You guys were awesome. It was fun, dude.
Yeah.
It was very fun. It was fun to look out into the crowd and because it's a popular room in itself, but I had a ton of fans come out, and it's fun to see who look in the crowd and go, yeah, this guy's a fan of mine.
Yeah.
There was some dude yo, yelled across the room. He's wearing he's a drunk and he looks kind of coked up bro, and he's wearing a blazer and shorts like these.
Right.
And he was just dude, and I was like, oh yeah, this is
that's your audience.
Oh yeah, definitely. This he's one of mine. But I love you guys. You're easy to spot. There were two guys wearing Hawaiian shirts, just kind of drunk with backwards hats. They're dude. I was like, these are mine. These are my kids right here. It was good, dude. It was the shows were great, man. There was one guy, so funny, he is a fan of mine, and he's just been watching the videos for a while. I think he watches Excuse Me What, and he brought all his friends, and they're all these rich engineer guys.
Okay.
But so there were a table of 7 rich engineers, and I was just oh, you guys are just whatever, Boston douchebags or something, I'm just fucking with them. And this guy comes up to me after the show and he goes, our friend is fans of you. He's he goes, we are all engineers. I'm from Finland, and he's just but I get it. We do look like douchebags. We do look like douchebags. And I was like, this guy's the fucking man, dude. I was saying this on stage. Have you been to Boston?
Never.
The best part about fucking Boston is aesthetically, the way it looks wise. Boston is the most beautiful city I've lived in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is just red brick, colonial, red brick roads, red brick buildings, brownstones, gorgeous trees, and these botanical gardens everywhere. It looks unbelievable, dude. But it's so funny, the dichotomy of it is so beautiful, and yet it produces the most disgusting people in the country. I swear to God, dude, I was literally in an Uber riding through this neighborhood, Back Bay. It's the nicest part of Boston, and I'm in the Uber and I'm looking at red brick roads, red brick buildings, and literally the Uber driver's yeah, dude, I lost my daughter in a fucking custody battle to my fucking whore of an ex-wife. And I'm just there's no way this is what Paul Revere had in mind. There's just no way. It was good. It was the late show on Saturday got a little heckly, but I actually ended up having my best set of the weekend on the late show just because it was I went in ready for the chaos, with my sword. Yes, Boston is a perfect storm for hecklers because of the demographics. Because it's the Boston guys yeah, dude, you fucking queer, those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's MIT and Harvard people who think and know that they're smarter than you.
Right.
And then it's college frat bros, because there's so many colleges there. So then it's frat bros, and then it's wealthy, pretty, 22-year-old drunk white women.
So you kind of get across the board of
it's
white
a
people.
Perfect storm for hecklers, dude. I mean, the place was born for people to heckle comedians.
Mm-hmm.
It really, at one point, I'm on stage and I'm having a great set. This is the last show of the weekend. It ended up being my favorite show. And these 3 white girls in the front just start talking to each other about something I had said in a bit. And then they just loudly are trying to talk to me and to each other at the same time. And I just I was if you think I'm going to let 3 white women dictate the pace of this show, you're sorely mistaken. Dude, at one point, the late show, everybody hated the crowd because the late show Saturday, because they were drunk and heckly.
Uh-huh.
And then I realized when I was up there, I was I looked around, I was oh, this is why you guys are not a good crowd. It's 40 white women. I was this is it's a room full of young white women.
Nightmare.
I literally told him, I was like, for a group of 50 white women, you're actually like about as good as I'm gonna get. Like you are yelling shit out, but it could be a lot worse.
Right.
It could be like, actually no.
Yeah.
Actually no. Like they'll do that. You'll say a joke, like, and like intentionally say something offensive, and they're like, no, sorry, and you're just like, this is not your place to interject. But yeah, dude, it's we talked about it fucking last week, dude. But how about Elon on SNL?
Oh yeah, I didn't actually watch many of the clips. I just saw pictures. I don't know if you've seen like the actual clips.
I try my best not to watch that television show. So I just fucking fly, dude. Yeah, no, I didn't see the clips. I didn't see the sketches because I try my best not to watch Saturday Night Live. For the friends of mine that work on that show, I'm not talking about you, of course. I like you and don't get mad at me. But for the people who don't know me, the show fucking blows. Show totally blows. And Lauren, for some godforsaken reason, you're watching my podcast. Yes, I would love a job on the show. I would absolutely still take the job, regardless of how much I'm shitting on it. I'll absolutely take a job on that terrible fucking show. Yeah, very bad. But fucking, you saw the price of Doge plummeted 40%. And you're a Doge owner.
I am.
So that was...
It's just fine.
It's just
because
fine.
I could buy more if I want now.
You could buy more Doge. That's a good mindset.
Game, yeah.
Apparently Doge dropped because Elon's mom was on and she was like making fun of Doge as like being a fake thing. And then Elon was on Weekend Update with like Colin Jost and Michael Shea, and he was saying that like, oh, it's a hustle. Like basically like it's not real. Like, because it was a joke coin. So he's basically like, it's just a fucking hustle, which is like, kind of funny to say or whatever. Yeah. And then everyone was like, oh shit, it really isn't real. And it just plummeted.
Well, they're the idiots. We all know it's a hustle.
If you're not in on the fact, if you're looking at a picture of a dog on a coin and it's called Dogecoin and you're going, fuck dude, this is the next currency, man. It's going to be this and the euro, right neck and neck, Doge and the euro, dude. Fucking hilarious. But I love thinking about like the reason Doge plummeted is just because all the Doge owners watched SNL and they were like, dude, I can't be associated with this whatsoever. I mean, they were just like, this sketch fucking stinks. Sell. They're watching like an Elon monologue and like all the cast members that come out in their fucking goofy hats and outfits, and they're just looking at it, they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to sell every bit of Doge. I mean, I'd rather not be associated with this than make another $1 million. You know what? They're just looking at it. They're just watching the fucking musical act, and it's like Miley Cyrus, and she's like dressed up like a whore, and it's like in between two awful sketches, and they're just like, I mean, I could make another 10 mil, but unfortunately, sell. Not gonna.
My dignity.
I can't. As much as I'd love to make another 7 figures, I just simply can't be associated with something this unfunny. I'm going to have to give away my fortune because I'm out. That would be so fucking funny if all the Doge owners just like saw SNL for the first time. Just a bunch of little like 19-year-old tech whiz kids and like crypto bros. They're just like, dude, what the fuck is this, dude? This fucking stinks, dude. They're just like watching A.D. Bryant like skip across the stage. They're like, dude, I'm fucking selling every Doge I got, bro. Just putting the Nelk Boys back on. They're just like, dude, let's get some fucking real comedy. The Nelk Boys. There we fucking go, dude. Sold my Doge. I'm watching Nelk. That's it. God, man. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I'm glad. I like Elon. I fuck with Elon.
I do too, to an extent.
He's obviously like a fucking lunatic. But I kind of like that about him. Yeah. He's like a little creepy supervillain. It's awesome.
Oh no, for sure he is.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, it's just great. It's cool to see figures that like seem like they're from a movie. Where you're just like, I can't believe this guy exists. This is ridiculous. You know? I love when that happens in real life.
It is. Did you ever see Watchmen?
I haven't seen Watchmen.
It's a show now too. I rewatched the movie because I'm gonna watch the show. I was literally watching it yesterday, and there's a guy named Dr. Manhattan who like sends himself to Mars and is like could like nuke the world if he wants. And I was like, this is literally Elon Musk. And the movie was made like 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
dude, that's sick.
It's a great movie.
I mean, he reminds me of like Tony Stark.
That's exactly what he is.
Yeah. It's fucking sick, dude. Speaking of people that you can't believe are real, Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor of California. Did you see that?
I did not, actually.
Caitlyn Jenner.
I heard rumors, but it's confirmed now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that you heard rumors.
Yeah.
You're like, my boys were kind of talking a little shit. They're like, I hope Caitlyn runs. I don't know, dude. Heard it in the dwellings, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's great. She's running for governor of California. She's a registered Republican. But she's like trying to like brand herself as like a moderate Republican.
Okay.
So she's like, oh,
centrist.
You can consider me like a libertarian, like playing it very safe. Smart move, Katie. And I just like the idea of like she just takes a quick left turn, goes alt right. We just have like a hardcore right wing, like alt right Caitlyn Jenner running for governor. You know what I mean?
After she gets in though, like she goes all right after.
Either, dude, before or after. I just want to see an all right. After, if she could get in on a libertarian platform and then just get in there, she goes, I fucking fooled you. And she's like full Milo Yiannopoulos. Dude, I would fucking love that. She's just full on, like Stefan Molyneux, like full on creepy alt-right, like Richard Spencer type. She's just in there, like, just at like Caitlyn Jenner, now governor of fucking state of California. She's like, I mean, they're not people. They're not. I've gotten into eugenics recently, and I've found that their brains are biologically smaller than ours. We need to build the wall. She's just got her creepy like fucking wig on. You could see her cock through her dress. She's like, well, he's like, well, I for one do not stand with BLM. She's just like weird.
The eyebrow.
That's her fucking State of the Union address. Dude, fucking alt-right Caitlyn Jenner, dude. She's like talking about abortion. She's like, I don't care what you say. It's a human life. We're not going to get rid of human lives. What if you have a beautiful daughter like me? You don't want to have a beautiful daughter like myself? You can't get rid of that life. Alt-right Caitlyn Jenner, just far right, just Caitlyn Jenner at fucking dinner with Richard Spencer and Andrew Anglin. Just like the Jews are controlling the media.
Yeah,
the Jews are controlling. They're controlling everything. I mean, I was on the cover of Time magazine. That shouldn't have happened. It's the Jews' fault. Oh my god!
I mean,
dude.
It's definitely gonna happen. Schwarzenegger was the governor.
She could win. She could win. If The Rock ran, he would win. He would win
for sure.
If The Rock ran for governor, he would 100% win. Yeah, fucking.
He's going for president though, so
he's going for the big. He's going for. He's bringing out the big guns. He wants to be president. I mean, he could probably. Biden's approval rating's pretty high, so I don't know if he can win right now. We got to have Biden like stroke out or something. Once Biden croaks, I think. Biden's so agreeable that I think he's a hard candidate to beat because he's just like, I don't know, man. He's like a slice of like pepperoni pizza. Like no matter what, like you're gonna be like, this is fine. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Pizza's got to be really bad for you to be like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Even like a shitty slice of like bowling alley pizza, you're like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Fine, dunk it in some fucking blue cheese or whatever. You know, it's fine.
Gets the job done.
Gets the job done. That's what Biden is. He's like, Biden is a human slice of pepperoni pizza. Everybody's just like, he's fine. Mm-hmm. You know, he's fine. Trump was like a fine like French food, like an escargot or like truffles or like caviar or something. Where some people are like, oh my god, this is the most delicious delicacy I've ever put in my mouth. And other people are like, this is fucking disgusting. Like a very polarizing figure. I love that I just compared Trump to the most wonderful food we have on the planet. You see where I lie? No,
Joe's bowling alley pizza.
Dude, Joe Biden is a slice of bowling alley pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
You just go, it's fine. Not great. Fine.
Pepperoni makes it a little better.
Yeah, you're like, I needed something. Hungry. Fine. You know what I mean? But I think the Rock could fucking open a can of whoop ass on Kamala.
Oh,
I don't think, you know what I mean? Because people don't like women. Chase is like, you're gonna make me have this conversation. People don't like women, you know. That's the thing. I'm not gonna. Obviously, if you're a big fan of mine, you know I'm not quite the woke person, but definitely that's like why it's hard. Like we haven't had a woman president. People just don't like women. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's wrong, but I also like, I get it. No. I think it's just like we're used to seeing. I have to do cleanup. We're used to seeing like men be like aggressive and forceful and like say what they feel. Like a man can be angry and like it can be fun and funny and entertaining. It's like Bill Burr, you know, like Bill Burr's so angry,
right?
Such an angry little fuck. My friend Tim Dillon, very angry person, but it's like fun and entertaining and funny, and it's almost like something you could get behind. Mm-hmm. Like you feel that way. When a woman's angry, you're just like, oh, she's like mad at me. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, she seems. I just feel like I'm getting yelled at. Mm-hmm. You know, for some reason when Bill Burr does it, you're like, oh yeah, fucking tell it, man. And when like a woman does it, you're just like, can you leave me alone? It's a lot. It's a lot today. It's unfair, but I do think that that's the reaction a lot of Americans have, and that's why. So, long story short, The Rock would fuck her ass up, dude.
Who's the woman you would put to run against The Rock?
Who's
a candidate that could reach that caliber?
You know the rapper Young M.A.?
Yeah.
Young M.A. Okay. Young M.A. Because she's enough of a dude where like she could be fucking super aggressive and shit, and I'm getting behind it. I'm like, dude, she's got way bigger balls than The Rock. Okay. Young M.A. I think we need, you know, female genitalia, masculine energy. Mm-hmm. Convincing masculine energy, though, right?
Right.
Young M.A. would kick my fucking ass, dude. If I try to fight Young M.A., she'd absolutely fuck me up. Mm-hmm. That's who I want to be president.
Right.
I want the president to be a woman who could physically kick my ass.
And the rest of the countries.
Yeah, right?
And the Rocks.
Yeah, right? Like a big fucking butch, like, lesbian principal. Mm-hmm. You know, like a high school principal. Like
right.
A butch lesbian high school
And you know
principal.
they're running that school well.
Dude, 100%. She'd get the black vote. She'd get the LGBT vote. Dude, Young M.A. would fucking win for president. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, she might fuck up Biden, dude.
Maybe.
She's got the intersectionality of being a black woman lesbian from a low-income neighborhood who's involved in the music industry, right? Pretty good.
Made it.
She's made it in the music industry. She's successful. People are always like, I want a businessman. You have a businesswoman now. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, she'd kick all of our fucking asses. So the intimidation factor is in. You feel scared to not vote for her.
But you respect her.
I respect her, dude.
Yeah. Right?
Young M.A. If I had to choose one woman to run for president, it'd be Young M.A.
It starts now.
Let's start Young M.A. 2024. You think so? Dude, she would win. So we just laid out some good reasons why she would win, right?
I think so.
Because like Kamala would be like, I'm sorry, M.A., but I just don't think you know enough about foreign policy to be in this office right now. Like being very smart and saying like things that make a lot of sense, but it would kind of come off like, you're like a politician.
Yeah.
Young M.A. would be like, yo, fuck you, suck my fucking dick, bro. Just with their fucking braids hanging down. Like, yo, how about you suck my fucking dick, dog? Son, like with that thick New York accent. Mm. We're all like, this is a candidate I can get behind. I trust her.
She breaks the glass ceiling.
Yeah. We've never seen anybody like this before. She's got big dick energy while having a vagina. This is what we need. Young M.A. for president, dude. That'd be great. Mm-hmm. That'd be fucking great, dude.
We're getting there.
We are getting there. I think we're getting there.
For sure.
Right? 100%. Who would you have?
I have no idea. I'm not into politics enough to even relatively put figures in there.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
I don't care. That's my political party.
Dude. I was in Boston. Dude, everybody wears masks outside. Everybody. Like more I was in New York during hardcore lockdown. Mm-hmm. Culturally, Boston is much more like mask heavy, that type of shit.
That kind of surprises me, honestly.
Yeah, dude, Boston is like the Boston guys who you think of, there are those, but they've been like forced out to like these little shitty suburbs. Mm-hmm. They don't live, the city itself is like like either a combination of like it's all young college-y people or like fresh out of college, and then it's like tech people and like kind of finance bro-y, but not finance bro, not even, no, it's like tech people and a lot of like foreigners, like Asians who like went to MIT, like very like math people. You know, Boston Dynamics, the robot company that's making the robots that are going to kill us all, they're based in Boston.
Of course.
Boston Dynamics.
Okay.
So like it's very like liberal, young, like formally educated. It's kind of like San Francisco a little bit, like very left wing though. And you're walking around, everybody had a mask on outside. Me and my buddy were just like standing outside like in a park, and like everybody like within like 30 feet of us had a mask on, and we're just like, I think I gotta fucking put my mask on. I'm just like, am I gonna get my ass kicked by an 18-year-old Asian kid?
Maybe.
Is he gonna come over and fucking kick my ass for not wearing a mask? It's crazy, dude. There's gonna be, we talked about it before, there's gonna be these people, they're just never stop being scared about it.
Oh no, it's gonna be 2025 and it's gonna keep going.
Man, that would suck. Like, I actually have empathy for them. That would suck to be that person.
Oh, for sure.
My buddy was telling me there's a comedian we know, and she'll wear a double mask. They're all in New York. All my friends are fully vaccinated, so they've all gotten both shots. They're fucking good.
Yeah.
And she'll wear a double mask while they're all hanging out, like in an apartment together. She's fully vaccinated. They're all fully vaccinated, and she's double masked up in the apartment.
It's a little off,
right? I mean, you're never gonna fuck again, right? No. I mean, you're never gonna have sex again, right? Like, just, I mean, can you imagine though if you bring home a girl and you're fucking her and she won't take off her double mask? Can you imagine how fucking funny that would be? Would you laugh? Would it kill your boner, or would you just laugh?
I think I would laugh and then probably kill my boner.
And it would probably kill your boner.
Like,
I think I'm enough.
Laugh at first because you're so shocked, and then
I think I'm enough
it settles in.
I'm enough of a sicko to stay hard.
That's a thing.
I would laugh. I couldn't look. It would have to be doggy style, because I couldn't be looking straight into the double mask. Can you imagine like missionary close, like you've got the back of her head and you're just like going to make out with her and you're just like.
See, that's what I pictured in my head at first when you pitched it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a funnier image to imagine like a intense missionary sex, and she's just straight up double masked up. You're like staring into the face of Anthony Fauci. You're like, dude, that's what that girl. God bless her soul. She's gonna have double mask sex with someone. Mm-hmm. Like, if she's not taking it off, hanging out with her friends in a room full of like people she knows are all fully vaccinated, she's not gonna take it off when she's fucking a guy she met on Tinder. No fucking way.
What if the guy's double masked?
Dude, 2 double masked people. Mm-hmm. I mean, they should make porn like that. I bet there's a category for it.
Probably is.
You know?
They're smarter than us over there, man.
The porn people?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The porn people are 2 steps ahead. They knew everybody wanted to fuck their stepmom before we even talked about it, you know? All of a sudden, it's like, why is there all this stepmom porn? It's like the top 10 videos on the website, and you're like, clearly they're onto something. It's crazy. Very interesting. Double mask porn, huh? It's a good market. Maybe that's what we got to get into next, you know what I mean? We've gotten into, I do the podcast, I do stand-up, we make Excuse Me What. And then after that, Chase and I are going to produce double mask porn for those who are horny but respectful, right? Horny but cautious, you know? People who are very hard, they're trying to get off, but they also listen to Anthony Fauci. You know what I mean? There's got to be an intersection between people who are trying to get their rocks off but also respect the CDC, right?
Of course.
Dude, fucking within CDC guidelines is so goddamn funny.
Do you think they have something like that? The CDC?
Like sex guidelines?
Yeah. They might.
I think there was something about like you shouldn't exchange saliva with strangers. Like basically don't make out. I remember my friends like in New York, because I've had a girlfriend the whole time, so I obviously wasn't out here slinging dick during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. I was, but slinging dick to a person that I live with, not slinging dick frivolously around town. Mm-hmm. But I was in New York, and my buddies who are single were just like, they were like they were like feeling out like, all right, when are girls gonna be like down to fuck? Mm-hmm. And then it was just like, it felt like such like a like an underground thing. Like they would meet a girl and they would meet her on Tinder, and then she would like come over and they would fuck, and they would be like both talking to each other like, yeah, I mean, I've been like super careful, you know, and they just like both fucked a stranger, you know, and they're like, yeah, you know, I've been super careful, like I've not been like going out, I've been like staying inside, pretty much like quarantining, and there's just strangers sitting next to you in your bedroom. It's just like, it's such a funny, like it's like an underground thing, you know. It's great.
It's awesome.
It's so great. I wonder if it's hot underground, you know, like guilty Corona sex.
It might,
right? There's got to be an added thrill to it.
There probably is,
right?
There's a different caliber of person too, because I know my roommate Jake, shout out Jake, was he downloaded.
Shout out Jake.
Shout out Jake. he downloaded Bumble, right? He was like, you know, I'm gonna get back on it. He swiped with one girl. He's like, oh yeah, you want to grab a drink at this place? She's like, yeah, well, you know, maybe in like 2 months if things are more calm. And he deleted the app.
Dude, also the arrogance to think this guy's gonna be like, all right, I'll wait for you. Oh, you're into Cocker Spaniels and long walks. Yeah. We've exchanged 3 text messages. I'll wait 60 days. The arrogance, dude. Do you know how hot you'd have to be for a guy to still be thinking about you after that?
Of course.
Do you want to wait 2 months? And also an arbitrary amount of time. Mm-hmm. She's like, do you want to wait 2 months and this thing's all over? Or my head's going to explode if I don't fuck someone? Anyway, shout out to you, Jake.
Shout out Jake.
How's Jake doing? Is Jake got a girlfriend now?
No.
No? Jake sounds like he's out here.
He's chilling.
Jake's having a good
time. He's ex-roommate now. He had to go back to Tennessee, finish one more semester of school, but then he's going to be back in Orlando.
Wow. So how's he like in Tennessee?
He hates it.
He hates it. All your friends that move out of here and they move to like, they're all from like bumfuck nowhere.
Exactly.
And they all fucking hate it.
And they're like, oh wow, this really is as shitty as Chase said. You know?
Dude, when you were talking about...
I've never been.
Yeah.
But I know.
When you were talking about your buddy, the like rednecky guy...
Oh, Brock. Shout out Brock, too. He messaged me yesterday. He's got an interview at Universal Wednesday.
Shout out Brock. We want you back, Brock. Dude, Chase was telling me the story where he was like, there's a place called Senor Frogs. If you've been to like any Caribbean fucking cruise type vacation or wherever in Florida, it's like a very touristy, like fun, crazy, like bar where everybody goes out. And Brock was like, he said he went out and then you woke up and he was your roommate and he just like, it was like 4 or 5 a.m. and he wasn't home.
6
a.m.
Like,
6 a.m. and like last call's 2 here. And then all of a sudden Brock gets in at like, you know, he wakes up again at like 8 and Brock's there and he's like, oh, Brock, did you like go home with a girl last night? He's like, no, man, I was out at Senor Frogs and I missed the last bus home and the Uber's like $60. So I was like, fuck that. I just walked home. You're like, dude, that's like 10 miles.
15
miles?
Like
I was at Senor Frogs. Dude, and the other thing you were telling me, which is fucking killing me, was that the frog, there's a guy dressed up in a frog costume at Senor Frogs, and he like kind of fucking grinds on all the
kind
shit.
of. He straight up like molests.
He like molests all the women.
And there's some underage girls, again, like if you're 18 but you're not 21, they still let you in.
Yeah. So it's like young women, and he's like aggressively like grinding on them, just so, and some women are into it. And some women are like, "Can you tell this frog to stop humping my leg?" Whoever's in the fucking frog costume, he's a creep. Get him away from me. And you said you were talking to some guy, and you're at like a party or a bar.
Well,
and
I was on the party bus.
You're on the party bus,
and there's a guy doing backflips.
There's a guy doing backflips on the party bus and just being super obnoxious,
just unnecessary.
Yeah, and you said finally you were like, "Hey, yo, dude, you gotta relax, man. Like you really need to relax." And the guy goes, "My bad, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I get kind of crazy, you know. I'm the frog at Senor Frogs." Like, that was his explanation for why he's such an asshole.
Yeah, there was no build up to it.
There was no build up.
Within the second sentence of me talking to this man, that's exactly what he said.
And he knew that you were gonna know exactly what he meant. My bad, bro. Sorry, dude. I'm the frog at Senor Frogs. And you're like, oh,
it all made sense.
Fucking no problem, dude. God, dude, that's so goddamn funny.
I wonder what he's doing now.
What the frog's doing at Senor Frogs?
Yeah, what is
probably
life
like your
like
friends? He probably moved back to fucking Kentucky, wherever the fuck he's from, and he just hates it. And he's like, dude, I used to just hump women in Orlando in a frog costume, and now
got paid $16 an hour to do it.
Did you ever watch the dancing bear porn?
No.
That was the weirdest porn I ever watched.
Dancing bear porn?
I feel like it's a porn I used to watch when I was younger. I don't know why. Like when I was young, when I was like 14, this is getting really into it. There were certain porns. There's certain porns that was just like all the time everywhere, like on the porn sites. And you don't learn how to search for what. First of all, you're young, so you don't know that many different things. Mm-hmm. You know, like sex and blowjob and like black, white, Latina. Mm-hmm. You know, that's enough to get you by. But as you get older, you get more specific, of course, naturally. And so you would just like search like fucking sex with girls, you know, or girls having sex with a guy. 2 girls and they do it with each other. That's like every porn search when you're 14 years old. Girls, they suck on it and they like it. Right? So you're just searching the vaguest porn terms. And I don't know why it was like such a pop. It must have, the guys who ran this fucking website must have been killing it. But the Dancing Bear porn, if anybody knows, it was a guy who was dressed up in a bear costume, and he would go like to like a nightclub and like dance on all the girls, just like Senior Frog. And then slowly but surely they would just get like wilder and wilder, and the girls would just end up like sucking his dick and getting fucked by him in the club. But he's still wearing the bear head.
Right.
So you're getting fucked by a guy dressed up as a bear.
Right.
But straight up fucked. And I was like, you know, I'm like 14. I'm like, does this like happen all the time? You know? I'm like,
is this college?
I'm like, oh, okay, college. Oh, okay, cool. And I was like, where do you want to go to school, honey? I'm like, wherever's closest to a fucking costume store, because I got to dress up like a bear if I want to get laid, dude. But it was like, I remembered so much porn that I watched when I was young, like 14, was just like some guy dressed up like a bear fucking chicks.
That was your thing.
That was what, imagine that becomes like your fetish. You know, I can't have sex with a woman unless I put on a bear costume. Oh my God. Dude, did you see J. Cole is going to play basketball in Rwanda? Did you see that?
No.
He's going to play I mean, he was like a pretty good basketball player when he was like in high school,
Actually?
I think. Yeah. Like legit good.
Okay.
And he's going to go play for some Rwandan basketball league.
Good for him.
I mean, good for him, definitely. I wonder, like, Chase is already ready for it. There's no way that, like, he's going to like playing basketball more than he's going to hate living in Rwanda. I'm sorry. If you're from Rwanda, sorry, but my guess is that none of my fans are Rwandan, so I think I'm safe here. But I appreciate J. Cole like going after whatever he wants in this life, and he's obviously destroyed in the music industry. He sells out arenas across the world, and now he's like, what's the next phase of my life? And he's like, I always wanted to play like basketball, even if it was like semi-pro ball. And then he just like I bet he just fucking Googled, yo, where can I fucking play basketball? Job applications. Who's gonna let me play basketball? And they were just like, come here, man. You come to Rwanda. J. Cole, we love you. Hey, J. Cole. Ain't no such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. All his teammates are going to be like, oh, Jermaine, I love you. Oh, your music is, it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. The song about the first time you fucked, oh, I related to that because I also once had a first time when I fucked. Oh, first things first, recipe Sogaville. J. Cole, hit me with the rock, man. Hit me with the rock. Give me the oop. I can't dunk. Give me the oop. I can't dunk, but I can run 70 miles in a heartbeat. Dude, by his third day, he's going to be like, I can't just play basketball with all these Rwandans, dude. This is a lot, man. They're asking me for autographs. I'm eating with my hands.
There's no toilet paper.
There's no toilet paper. It's aggressive here, man. I mean, my jump shot's better than it's ever been, but...
What do you think the strategy is? Where do you think what's the step above Rwanda?
Rwanda?
Anywhere else?
I mean, he's definitely not close to, like, playing in Europe.
Right.
Not
That's what I'm saying. What's, like, the in-between?
Between Rwanda and Europe?
Mm-hmm.
Probably, like, Asia. You know? Mm-hmm. Just J. Cole and a bunch of Chinese people playing fucking basketball with each other. Dude, I appreciate what he's doing. I genuinely do. But there's no way that he's not going to hate it. I'm sorry. There's no way that he's not going to hate it. He's going to get there and he's going to go, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Am I a fucking idiot? I thought this was going to be awesome. I had a mansion in fucking Bel Air. I was fucking whoever I wanted.
None of my managers stopped me. None of my agents.
No. That's the other thing. Dude, his agents were like, look, Jay, are you sure you want to do this, buddy? You got an international tour coming up. We can win a Grammy with this next album. You can get into acting. We've gotten movie roles. You've been offered movie roles. You can transition into acting. You could transition into television. You could be a talk show host. You could be a podcaster if you want. You could. If you started a podcast, it would be one of the biggest podcasts. They're going, look at Joe Budden. Joe Budden was a rapper, started a podcast. Look at him now. And he's just like, I'm sorry, bro, but going to Rwanda to play ball. And they're like, look, my job is to collect 10% of your income, which, judging by the Rwandan basketball salaries, is going to be $300 for the year. So could you pick literally anything else to do besides be a Rwandan basketball player? He's like, no, man, I got to pursue my dreams. They're like, look, you can keep rapping. You could start a clothing line. You could start a restaurant. You could be in movies, anything. He's like, nah, dude, sorry, but I'm going to fucking shoot free throws in the middle of Africa. That's going to be the next phase of my career. They're just like so pissed. Like Joey Badass just won an Oscar. Like they're watching like Drake's hosting SNL, and they're like, Jay, what's your next thing going to be? It's like Rwandan basketball. His agents are like, dude, what the fuck, man? Come on, dude. You could be a Rwandan basketball player? You could do a Fashion Nova ad for $2 million right now. No, sorry, bro. I want to get paid 7 cents a game to play basketball in Rwanda. Oh, Jermaine, toss me the rock. Oh, my God. You have made the best music I've ever heard. In Rwanda, we have only 4 albums ever. Yours was one of them. It was you. It was Stevie Wonder. Oh, and my favorite, the Shania Twain. Oh, here in Rwanda, we love Shania Twain. We love Shania Twain. Jay, it's you, it's Stevie Wonder, and it's Shania Twain. Oh, they're goats of music. Is there any way you can get Shania to come play basketball with us? Oh my God, dude. He's gonna hate it. There's no way he's not gonna hate it. Shot, yeah. Like, dude, you're moving to a third world country to play basketball. It's not exactly glamorous. Yeah. Right? He's one of those guys. It's like fucking. He's just like keeping it real. Like he's like the keeping it real guy. Like he likes to, like. I remember they were like, your favorite rapper's not doing this, and it was just J. Cole riding the subway like midway through the day, and it's just like, sure, but also take an Uber. You can afford it. Nobody wants to be on the subway. Right. Your favorite rapper's not taking the subway. Yeah, he called a cab. My favorite rapper called a cab. Your favorite rapper's not eating at a soup kitchen. No, he went to a restaurant. He went to a restaurant.
Got a burger.
Man, he ain't on this shit, man. Your favorite rapper's not waiting 15 minutes for the delayed F train to come through. Keeping it so fucking real, dog. Me, my favorite rapper, he's playing ball in Rwanda. You know all those J. Cole fans who love to keep it real are going to be doing that. Like, yo, your favorite rap ain't on this, dog. Fucking Rwandan basketball, dog. Ain't nothing realer than that. Shit, man. Out here fucking selling your soul to the devil and shit. Selling out. Being a pig for corporate sponsorships. Letting other people dictate you, your culture vultures. My favorite basketball player. My favorite rapper is currently at basketball practice with a bunch of Rwandan dudes. Ain't nothing realer than that.
Dude, you know the kids that are in fraternities right now are also like the go-to jersey now for DOGEs is gonna be the J. Cole Rwanda.
Oh, that's
jersey.
so funny, dude. That is gonna be a killer fucking fashion statement. Rolling into a party with a J. Cole Rwandan basketball jersey. That's fucking hilarious.
Give it 2 months.
Dude, every fraternity in the country is going to be packed full of Rwandan basketball jerseys. The Nelk boys are going to be selling fake Rwandan basketball jerseys that just say full send on them. It's going to be huge, dude. It really is going to be a fashion statement. Mm-hmm. God, man, that's insane that he's going there. That is insane. I mean, good for him, but also it's insane.
Yeah.
It's also insane. It's also not... It's not a midlife crisis. You know what I mean? And I hope this is not the exact midlife of J. Cole, but it reeks of midlife crisis.
It does.
Some people buy a Corvette. Some people get a hot young girlfriend. Some people play Rwandan basketball. He's just snapping like, oh, I only have so much time left. I gotta go play basketball in Rwanda. God damn, bro. Oh, my God. It's so fucking hilarious.
It is.
Well, good luck to him, dude.
Yeah.
I hope he's fucking draining threes and jamming and, I hope he's the star of the league. I mean, you got to – it'll show us the quality of Rwandan basketball.
For sure.
If he's the best player in the league, we're like, okay, well, clearly the skill level isn't too high.
Yeah.
But if he sucks, you're like, pretty good basketball in Rwanda.
Yeah, get some of the Rwandans over here.
If you just see J. Cole getting dunked on, the next week the Knicks are there scouting Rwandan basketball players. Like, pretty good. Who would have known? Fucking long flight, man. It's like 14 connections, but we're out in Rwanda. We're scouting.
There's a bigger plan.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, dude. I think we're good for the week. We'll wrap it here. But, guys, thank you for listening. If you are... Let me see if I could fucking get
those reviews.
The reviews. Yeah, we got it. Timothy Afani said, "This dude is the title of the review. Great guy. Hope to see him live someday." Well, Timothy, I'm not sure where you live, but shoot me a DM. Let me know if you're listening to the pod, and I'll come to your city. If you guys want to leave a review, I'll read it out on the podcast. If you want a fucking screenshot that you're listening, tag me in on Instagram. I'll repost it to my story because I love you guys. It's fucking great. And, yeah, man, I appreciate you guys listening. And I'm going to be touring a little more for sure. I'm going to come through, Austin, I think, and, Houston. I'm going to try to do some Texas stuff. So we'll do that. I'm going to come to New York eventually. But wait till the capacity restrictions are lifted.
Yeah.
You guys can all come to the shows with your double masks, and we'll have a good time, all right? Like and subscribe and all that shit. Chase Azarian, at Chase Azarian on Instagram, chilling with Chase on YouTube, the most active YouTube channel on the platform. So, guys, thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. Peace.